This was in total control.
Ooh, 38 assists and 2 turnovers from CP3 over the last 3 games. Here he is.
Cox with 12 News, followed by Nick King. Cameron, you there? All right, we'll come back to Cameron. Next up is Nick King with Channel 3, Channel 5.
Chris, another game where you guys pretty much step on the throats to start the fourth quarter. For you, another deal where that arm, that shoulder is really loosening up, or what are you feeling early in those fourth quarters?
Just filling the game out. I feel good. I feel really good, and I missed some easy ones early or whatnot. But with the way that we play, the ball's gonna find you. We got so many great shooters on our team and guys that can not only shoot it, they can put it on the floor. So we just play the way we've been playing all season long, and that's as a team.
Go back to Cameron Cox with 12 News.
Hey, Chris, can you just take me through that fourth quarter? What do you think's been the difference for you guys in that fourth quarter?
I don't know. I got to go back and watch it. I'm such in the moment when the game going on, just trying to figure out how we can win it. But, we start that fourth quarter, we understand the importance of it, and whether we start with the first possession or we don't, getting a stop and playing with the right pace. And this crowd here, I tell you, it helps a lot. And that's what we were just talking about in the locker room. We got to make sure we travel with the same energy.
Next up is going to be Kent Somers with the Arizona Republic, followed by Kellen Olson.
Winning playoff games by 13 and 25 can be pretty heady stuff, especially for a team that hasn't been there in a while. How do you think this team will handle it between now and Friday, and how will it be ready for Friday?
We cool. We got a great locker room, guys that understand the moment, and a guy like Jay Crowder who's been to the finals. He's been through a lot. I done played a lot too, and I'm always talking about 07, 08 when we played against the Spurs, and I was in New Orleans. We won the first 2 games, beat the brakes off of them. And I remember looking over there at Tim and all them, and they weren't fazed because it was just one game. So that's what we talk about as a team too. It's just one game. Now we got to lock in and focus and get ready to go to Denver.
Next up is Kellen Olson with Arizona Sports, followed by Jovan Buha.
Hey, Chris, Torrey took us through the moment on the bench where you guys heard the roar from the crowd, looked up and saw that kid going crazy. What were those moments like for you guys in the fourth quarter where they're doing the wave and all these kinds of other things where it felt like they were kind of celebrating?
Man, it's crazy. It got a little loud, and it got louder, then it got crazy, and I remember covering my ears, and Coach was like, "Chris, get back in the huddle." And it just shows you how important the fans are to the game. Obviously the bubble was an experience last year, but it's nothing like having the fans at the games and their energy. I missed it.
Next is Jovan Buha with The Athletic, followed by Catherine Fitzgerald.
Hey, Chris. You've obviously played on some really good teams and some really good lineups throughout your career, but I'm curious, what makes the chemistry of this starting group so special?
The depth and what everybody brings. Book scores in his sleep. He defends. He's one of the best two-way players in the league, and we feed off that. And then we got so many weapons. Jay is never fazed by anything. Take a big shot, he gonna defend whoever you ask him to. Mikal is like our unsung hero. Guards everybody, shot maker, drive, everything. And then DA. Can't ask for more from somebody like him. He guards, he runs, he rebounds, he does everything. He's literally been our MVP in the postseason so far.
Next up is going to be Catherine Fitzgerald with the Arizona Republic, followed by Gina Mizell.
Hey, Chris, the 15 assists without a turnover, I think you're the first player in league history to do that 3 times in the playoffs. So I was curious, first, what it means to reach that mark, but also what were you seeing from your teammates tonight to be that effective?
Guys are open. I got the easy part. All I got to do is find them. They got to make the shots. And it's a credit to our coaching staff, to tell you the truth, because the things that we've drilled all season long, it's so nice to see when they come into play in game form, especially in the playoffs. We've drilled 0.5, make the next pass, and trust, and that's how we play.
We have Devin Booker live in the locker room right now. Next up is Gina Mizell with Suns.com, followed by Colin Harmon.
Hey, Chris, you mentioned DA being the MVP for you guys during the playoffs. Tonight, he picks up those 2 quick fouls, has to come out of game, and then comes back and doesn't pick up another foul, and also is incredibly effective again. Just Monty called that a huge growth moment for him. Just kind of from your vantage point, what did you see that kind of allowed him to push himself through that?
I think the best part of it was that DA got on our ass. He was mad. He was mad at us, and I loved it because rightfully so. He was right. We got to protect him. We got to help him, and it just shows the growth, not only in him, but our whole team. There's so much onus on him night in and night out. We asking him to rebound. We asking him to screen. We asking him to roll. And, he just out there playing hard, and, to see him bounce back from those 2 fouls and how the game that he did is great.
We have time for 3 more. Next is Colin Harmon with ABC 15, and then Greg Moore.
Chris, there was a moment there where I think you got a switch and it was Millsap that was on you. You ended up finding Torrey Craig for an easy one. But in those moments when you get the switches with the big guys and kind of have the chance to kind of put on the dribble show and get them like that, what's going through your head in those moments when you kind of have that opportunity to make a play?
Just sort of reading him, reading him. Seeing if he jam me up or if he back off, it's like playing ones. It's like playing one-on-one. So, yeah, just taking a read. Torrey actually bailed me out. I got in trouble. I didn't have a shot, so thank God he cut for me.
On the 2 questions are going to be Greg Moore with the Arizona Republic and Dwayne Rankin.
Chris, congratulations on the win. Great game tonight.
Appreciate it.
The assist to turnover ratio was nuts. So I wonder, are you conscious of who's hot when you're out there to figure out who to get the ball? Because you had 6 guys scoring double figures. Only thing crazier than that is that it could have been 10. So I'm curious, is that a natural chemistry thing, or is that conscious of you to say, okay, this guy needs a shot, that guy needs the ball?
No, it's a natural chemistry. It's a good question, because sometimes you do feel when a guy gets hot or when Book got it going. You may call a penny in for him. But I'm telling you, man, really haven't been on a team quite like this where everybody shoots it the way that they do. So you don't have to try to find a certain guy. If this guy helps in and I see Kale over there or Cam Johnson, whoever it is, everybody are knockdown shooters. So you just literally making reads.
Final question is going to be Dwayne Rankin with the Arizona Republic. I don't think we have Dwayne. Final question is going to be Catherine Fitzgerald with the Arizona Republic.
Chris, when you had that block early in the game on Campazzo when you ran down, it looked like you kind of stood over him, like hands on your hips, and just soaked that in. I'm wondering if you can take me through some of those moments where you just, kind of struck that too, on top of having the play.
No, I fouled him. That's what it was. I was surprised it wasn't called. That's what it was. I fouled him, and I told him I fouled him. So.
Thank you for the time, Chris.
All right, no problem.
All right.